said, well, I got the wine in the warehouse. We'll have a wine tasting. So that's what we did. We had a wine tasting for all the ladies. That was all well and good. Yeah. But after it was over, I guess one of the ladies had too much. And a fender bender in the parking lot. No more wine.
No more wine.
And Father Morrissey gave the 7:30 Mass sermon every Sunday and preached on birth control, and there was never a person in that room who was over 70 or under 70. And they all joked about it. We used to kid him about it. It was wonderful.
Bishop closed the school. We didn't close it. The bishop closed it.
It was a very difficult thing to engineer, because I know myself, we were concerned because 2 of our younger children would fit into the 2nd and 4th grade, but the others were at St. Martha's, and it was so convenient for the family to go pick kids up, because you know what the bus system was like and everything, and if there were activities after school, so you'd be running around. So a lot were resistant. And I was slow in registering the 2 younger ones, and caused quite a bit of a problem. And because there's also a lot of competition between and among parishes. Mm-hmm. Father Moran was resentful of St. Martha's, but it all came around, and it was a lovely. The nuns were lovely, but their order just closed the door and said, we can't do this anymore, and you will go out into the fields, like the Bible says, and preach and do your work, do your holy work.
Well, I remember going to a meeting of the parents. This was, I guess, when it was announced that the school was going to be closed, and they had told us that projected figures showed that this area was going to be mostly retired people moving in, and that there wouldn't be enough families with children to support another Catholic school, because we had St. Joseph's and we had St. Martha's. So they said it was, it just wasn't feasible to keep the school open, because then we'd have to be paying an enormous amount of tuition.
Well, the tragedy is that, we never charged tuition at St. Martha's or any of those places, and the sad thing is that the Catholic Church was just unable to support the kind of quality education they wanted, and they had the cheapest labor force in the world with the nuns. I mean, that's a fact. Everyone will say it. It's not to demean anything. It's just the time changed. And
Our Lady Queen of Martyrs has always had significant support from parishioners volunteering to assist at Mass and other liturgical actions of the parish. The first altar servers were groomed and trained by Mary Becker. A choir was formed for the first Christmas Mass by Mrs. John Cooney. Organist was Mrs. Alice O'Callahan. Upon her death in early 1960, Jean Waltney assumed the position of church organist and served in that capacity for 32 years until her retirement in 1992, but continued as backup organist into the early 2000s. The first ushers, greeters, were headed by Roger Spinard. There has been an active group of men and women as ushers throughout the entire history of the parish. During our 50th year, Bob Freeman served as head usher. With the liturgical changes in the late 1960s, readers, extraordinary ministers, and cantors were vigorously appointed by Father Martin Flynn and have served the parish faithfully ever since. During our 50th year of celebration, Ron Classy serves as head of the extraordinary ministers. Margaret Rourke serves as coordinator of the readers.
Our Lady Queen of Martyrs, CCW, Council of Catholic Women. All women from every faith and ethnic background are invited to become members. The purpose of this organization shall be, A, to further the spiritual life and social action of the women of the parish. B, to further assist in the charitable, educational, and spiritual activities of the parish and community under pastoral supervision. C, to affiliate and promote the recommendations of the National Council of Catholic Women via the Venice Diocesan Council and the Northern Deanery. The first guild meeting was held at the Floridana Trailer Park through the courtesy of Mr. and Mrs. R. Quinn. 50 ladies were present under the chairmanship of Mrs. R. Rademacher, with Mrs. K. Rodenbeck and Mrs. John Smith as secretary and treasurer, respectively. On December 16, 1959, at the second guild meeting, a shower was held for Father Duncan. The hostesses were from the St. Agnes group, whose chairwoman was Mrs. Russ Childs. By now, the guild consisted of 4 groups: St. Agnes, St. Rita, St. Joan, and St. Cecilia. February 26, 1960, saw the first big card party, which was an outstanding success. The new officers of the Guild were installed at a banquet in the Holiday Inn on April 18, 1960. The officers were Betty Medland, Marion Rademacher, Marguerite Ostertag, Mary Heitreck, and June Beam. The St. Cecilia group held its first wiener roast for the youth, and on June 26, 1960, Mrs. Jean Gwaltney started a series of home card parties. The Bishop's Clothing Drive, sponsored by the Guild in November, was a huge success. 1960 was a good year. Activities were manifold. The ladies of the Guild excelled themselves when they were hostesses at the fall Southwest Coast Deanery meeting. We had the home card parties, and the junior choir was started. This women's organization has been an active supporter of Our Lady Queen of Martyrs Parish for the entire 50 years of the parish's growth. Thousands of volunteer hours by the CCW members have been a major part of the parish's accomplishments and vigor. Its members help in all parish ministries, maintain the altar linens, and aid the pastor in the many parish needs. The CCW continues to serve the parish and invites all women of Our Lady Queen of Martyrs to join in the ongoing growth and development of our parish.
The Knights of Columbus is a Catholic family fraternal service organization. And now it is our privilege to present to you a brief history and overview of our Knights of Columbus Council, number 13639, representing Our Lady Queen of Martyrs Parish. In late 2004, Father Joseph F. Connolly, pastor of Our Lady Queen of Martyrs, asked Paul Berkman, a past Grand Knight of the Sarasota Council, to look into organizing a parish council of the Knights of Columbus for Our Lady Queen of Martyrs Parish. Mr. Berkman's subsequent actions resulted in the commission of a new Knights of Columbus Council, designated as number 13639, which was officially installed on November 1st of 2004. Beginning with the necessary 25 members, this new council launched a campaign which presently numbers 103 members of Our Lady Queen of Martyrs Parish and grows monthly with a continuous flow of new members. During these past 5 years, this Knights of Columbus Parish Council has initiated events such as our monthly pancake breakfast, which has proven to be not only an attraction for social gatherings of our parishioners, but also a source of solid financial support for the parish. This council also participates in other parish-wide actions sponsored by the Knights of Columbus, such as our semi-annual St. Patrick Dinner, a clergy recognition dinner, as well as sponsoring youth activities consisting of competitive spelling bees, basketball three-throw events, and soccer events. These youth events we hold open for any youngster eligible by age to participate. In addition, the council holds an annual altar service picnic to show our gratitude to these youngsters. We also conduct an annual Tootsie Roll drive in support of Special Olympics, a project we hold near and dear. Additionally, in conjunction with the Parish Council of Catholic Women, we conduct the semi-annual talent show and our annual Oktoberfest event. The council, in addition, holds a monthly potluck social and dinner in Flint Hall, to which all parishioners are invited, so that we can come to know one another in a setting outside of church. We continually provide ongoing financial support to a Venice Diocesan seminarian, as well as a seminarian from our sister parish in the Dominican Republic. This council continues to prosper and has indeed garnered statewide recognition, such as twice having earned the Knights of Columbus Star Award for recruiting new members, and twice more earning the prestigious Double Star Award for their efforts. The crown and the jewel, however, is having been recognized in 2006 as the Division I Florida State Council of the Year. This dedicated parish council of the Knights of Columbus continues to provide our pastor and parish active and ongoing support, both with financial assistance and with the talents of its membership. Many of these knights are Eucharistic ministers and lectors for in-church masses, as well as homebound and prison ministers. The Knights of Columbus Fourth Degree Color Corps assists at parish special functions, such as confirmations, funerals, and any activities for which our pastor requests this type of assistance. All of these items and events we willingly and passionately do in the spirit of charity, unity, fraternity, and patriotism. These are the principles upon which the Knights of Columbus has and will continue to honor and build upon, by the grace of God and the intercession of our founder, Father Michael J. McGivney.
Our Lady Queen of Martyrs Parish also serves as the site of a special shrine. At the specific request of St. Padre Pio, a National Padre Pio Committee funded a project which resulted in the erection of the beautiful shrine dedicated to St. Padre Pio of Pietrelcina, Italy, on the grounds of Our Lady Queen of Martyrs Parish. This shrine was formally dedicated on Sunday, February 26, 2006, by Bishop John J. Nevins in an unveiling ceremony. The shrine continues to serve as a focal point of worship and prayer to this Italian Saint Padre Pio, who was canonized by Pope John Paul II in 2002. Each year, the parish celebrates with a special mass and devotion in the month of February the anniversary of the dedication of this public shrine to St. Padre Pio of Pietrelcina.
In 1964, as an augment to the funding of the new school, Father Moran instituted bingo games held in the school. These games were staffed by parents of the school children. The popularity of these games brought an increasing number of players, and when the refurbished Flynn Hall became available, these bingo games were moved into that facility in 1986. They have been held there ever since. Revenues from these bingo games have contributed greatly to parish funding of youth activities. A special early bird jackpot game was instituted, the proceeds of which are contributed to the parish youth activities. During the past 20 years, a total of $30,560 has been donated to the parish youth group from this single bingo game held each week. While funds from the earlier games held in the school building are not known, a summary of the amount of money contributed to parish needs during the last 20 years have totaled $834,372. The parish is most grateful to the many members who generously contribute their time and talent to the operation of these bingo games. All parishioners are invited to help with this important source of funding for various parish needs. The bingo committee is under the guidance of Jean Gwaltney, who has chaired this activity for the past 18 years.
Our Lady Queen of Martyrs Youth Group was first formed in 1960 with Mary Becker and Jean Gwaltney as advisors. The senior group formed the first choir for the parish and sang at Sunday Masses, then being held in the Trailer Estates Auditorium. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, parish youth maintained an active presence in the parish, providing help during all parish fairs and functions. In 1980, Father Flynn formed a Sunshine Club of parish youth which continued to serve at parish functions as well as enabling members to communicate and deepen their faith through service and prayer. Currently, the youth ministry of Our Lady Queen of Martyrs is under the direction of Gina and Jeff Young. These youth meet regularly to learn and speak openly about how their Catholic faith and teachings help them in their daily lives. Parish youth have attended every World Youth Day, beginning with the Denver event in 1993. In 2008, 10 youth from Our Lady Queen of Martyrs were accompanied by 5 chaperones to Sydney, Australia, where the 5th World Youth Day was held. Each of these pilgrimage trips were financed by plant sales, bake sales, car washes, art auctions, and other fundraising activities sponsored by the parish youth. These World Youth Day pilgrimages provide a lifetime experience for each participant. The activities such as catechesis classes were stories of personal struggles of faith by fellow pilgrims from throughout the world where they were discussed. The high point of the pilgrimage was the opportunity to celebrate Mass with Pope Benedict XVI. The next World Youth Day in Madrid, Spain is in 2011. The Parish Youth Group serves our church and community in special ways, such as fundraising, community outreach, and fun activities. A current goal of the youth group is the establishment of the parish shrine to Our Lady of Guadalupe. This activity, focused as part of the parish 50th anniversary, includes hosting a Yankee Candle fundraiser and new landscape plantings to beautify Our Lady Queen of Martyrs parish grounds.
The Faith Formation program at OLQM began as a Catholic school in 1963 under the leadership of the Religious Sisters. When the school closed in 1969, Father Flynn asked Marianne Clark, a mother from the parish, to take on a volunteer position as Director of Religious Education. As DRE, Marianne got the Religious Education program, then called CCD, up and running. Father Flynn, coming from Ireland, was not up on the youth of America, so he, as Marianne said, learned along with all of us. During Marianne's tenure, grade school CCD students met on Saturday mornings, while the middle and high school group met Monday evenings, taught by volunteers from the parish. Many faithful teachers gave their volunteer time then, as they do today, Marianne said. Thank you to all who help us. Marianne continued to run the program until 1979, when Diane Stenglein came on board, also as a volunteer, and the CCD program continued to grow. In 1984, at the time of the parish's 25th anniversary, there were 215 students registered in CCD. There was also a youth program available called Sunshine Club for middle and high school students. Without the wonderful volunteers, we wouldn't have a program, Diane said. Anyone who's a DRE has to be thankful for all those angels the Holy Spirit sends as teachers. In 1990, Jerry Stobel came on board as the first paid DRE, serving for only a year. From 1991 to 2007, the parish had a succession of staff members who served for a year or two as Director of Religious Education, many also serving as Youth Director. In 2007, Heather Felton was hired by Father Joe as Director. With her came a change for the name of the program, Faith Formation. We as a Catholic community need to step away from the idea of faith as something we learn in school. There is no graduation from church. Our faith is something that is continually formed from cradle to grave as we experience the love of God together, both in formal faith formation sessions and in the parish, church, and community.
Hello, I'm Heather Felton, Director of Catechesis and Faith Formation for Queen of Martyrs Church. And today is our confirmation celebration. It's May 16th, and we are having our 50th anniversary confirmation today. So here is Kyle.
Kyle, Matthew, Sebastian, Sylvester.
And Kyle, if you would tell us a little bit about what we've gone through so far this year to get you to this point.
Well, we went to Wednesday classes once every week, and they were about an hour and a half long. And then once a month on Sundays after church, we'd go to classes and we'd learn about different stuff for confirmation. And then we had a retreat about last week. We learned all about confirmation, what we had to do, and how important it was.
And your confirmation name is Sebastian. Would you tell us why you picked Sebastian?
He is the patron saint of athletes, and I play a lot of sports, so I decided to pick him to bless me.
That's great. Now, what does this mean to you that you are receiving your confirmation today?
It's very important. I'm becoming part of the Catholic Church as a man, so it's very important, and I've been looking forward to it since I first started religion classes.
And now we have Adam, who is one of our 3 adult confirmandi, and he's going to tell us a little bit about why he wanted to join our confirmation group today and receive his confirmation.
Well, I grew up in the parish, and I remember when Mass was held in the reception hall that's now. So, and it being, I can't believe that it's been 50 years already. And growing up in the church, I made my first Holy Communion here, and confirmation was one of the things that I kept putting off in high school, putting off in middle school, and so on and so forth. And it's been something that I've been meaning to complete, and it just happened that it was the right time for me to do it. So it was it's nice for me. Oh, it means a lot to my parents. It means a lot. My parents when I was younger, they were chasing me and chasing. You gotta get confirmed. You gotta confirm. You gotta get confirmed. You gotta get confirmed. And I kept putting it off because I wasn't ready for it. So I felt that I wanted to become closer and attached to the church again. So it was just a step in that direction. The next step in that direction.
It was during Heather's tenure that something new happened in children's ministry. The first ever Vacation Bible School summer program in 2008. Although small in size, the Rainforest Adventure themed VBS was a big hit with the kids. The next summer we doubled in size, rocking the Crocodile Dock, where the kids had a blast learning about bayou critters, sharing stories of God's love, and letting their light shine. In honor of our parish's 50th anniversary, the Faith Formation program raised funds for the creation of a shrine to Our Lady of Guadalupe, patron of North America and the unborn. The shrine, landscaped by the Faith Formation students and youth group, will be dedicated December 2009 at the end of the Faith Formation Center building, where Our Lady will stand in welcome to all the children of the Lord.
Our Lady Queen of Martyrs Troop 33 of the Boy Scouts of America was first formed under the direction of George Chrysley and Jack Milholland in 1971. During subsequent years, many Scout leaders have faithfully served. David Pearson, Robert Phillips, Don Gothwald, Ron Rosso, and Rocky Schott. Many community activities were undertaken, such as blue and gold dinners, as well as summer camps, pine wood derbies, and yearly hikes. A Wisconsin canoe base adventure highlighted the 1978 activities, and the New Mexico trip to the Philmont Scout Ranch in 1984. The current Scoutmaster is Ron Brzezinski.
Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring your love. Where there is injury, your pardon, Lord. And where is the true faith in you. Oh, Master, grant that I may never sleep, so much to be known, so as to console, to be understood as to understand, this very life let me bring home. Where there is darkness, only light, and where there's darkness, ever joy. Oh, Master, grant that I may never see so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. It is in parting that we are pardoned, in giving of ourselves that we receive, and in dying that we're born to eternal life. Make me a channel of your peace.
I'm Ann Milholland. I'm president of the Council of Catholic Women, which is sponsoring this international dinner for our 50th, Parish's 50th anniversary.
There, that's good. Thank you.